The year was 1946. The world was in a state of transition, recovering from the devastation of World War II. Cities were rebuilding, economies were stabilizing, and people were eager for new forms of entertainment and normalcy. World War II had just ended. Soldiers were returning home, and the world was beginning to heal from the scars of conflict. Amidst this backdrop, sports began to regain their place in society, offering a sense of community and escape. Basketball, while popular, was seen as a secondary sport. It was overshadowed by baseball and football, which dominated the American sports landscape. Yet there was a growing interest in the game, particularly in urban areas where courts were easily accessible. In smoky arenas, the Basketball Association of America, or BAA, was born. This new league aimed to elevate basketball to a professional level, providing a structured and competitive environment for the sport to flourish. This league, formed by owners of major ice hockey arenas, sought to fill empty seats during the hockey off-season. These owners saw an opportunity to keep their venues busy and profitable year-round by hosting basketball games. The first game pitted the Toronto Huskies against the New York Knickerbockers. It was a historic moment, marking the beginning of a new era for basketball. Fans gathered with curiosity and excitement, eager to witness this new league in action. The game was a far cry from the high-flying NBA of today. The style of play was different, more grounded and less flashy. Players focused on fundamentals, and the game was slower paced, reflecting the early stages of the sport's evolution. Shooting was poor, pacing was slow, and many rules were still being defined. The game was rough around the edges, but it had a raw charm that captivated those who watched. It was clear that basketball had potential, even if it was still finding its footing. Despite the humble beginnings, the BAA had ambition. The league's founders envisioned a future where basketball would be a major sport, drawing large crowds and generating significant revenue. They were determined to make this vision a reality. Teams like the Minneapolis Lakers, led by center George Mikan, dominated the early years. Mikan's presence on the court was transformative, showcasing the potential for individual players to become stars and drive the popularity of the sport. Mikan, a towering figure for his time, became the league's first true superstar. His skill and dominance under the basket were unmatched, and he quickly became a household name, drawing fans to games and elevating the profile of the league. His dominance under the basket forced rule changes, including the introduction of the goaltending rule. This rule prevented players from blocking shots on their downward trajectory, ensuring a fairer and more competitive game. In 1949, the BAA merged with the National Basketball League, or NBL, to form the National Basketball Association, known as the NBA. This merger was a pivotal moment, bringing together the best teams and players from both leagues. This merger consolidated talent and set the stage for the league's future growth. The NBA now had a stronger foundation, with a larger pool of skilled players and a more competitive structure, paving the way for the sport's evolution. The NBA, however, still faced an uphill battle for recognition and fan interest. The league had to compete with more established sports and work hard to build a loyal fan base. It was a challenging journey, but the foundation had been laid for what would become one of the most popular sports leagues in the world. The 1950s saw the NBA begin to establish its identity. It was a decade of transformation and innovation, setting the stage for the modern era of basketball. The game's pace increased, and a new generation of stars emerged. These players brought a fresh energy and style to the court, captivating fans and drawing larger audiences. Players like Bob Cousy of the Boston Celtics captivated audiences with their dazzling ball handling and passing skills. Cousy's ability to control the game and make seemingly impossible plays earned him the nickname Houdini of the hardwood. The Celtics, led by coach Red Auerbach, became the league's first dynasty. Auerbach's innovative coaching techniques and emphasis on teamwork set the Celtics apart from their competitors. With a focus on teamwork and defense, the Celtics won 11 championships in 13 seasons. This unprecedented success was a testament to their dedication and strategic prowess. Bill Russell, a defensive stalwart and rebounding machine, became synonymous with Celtic pride and championship success. His presence on the court was a game changer, and his leadership inspired his teammates to perform at their best. The rivalry between the Celtics and the St. Louis Hawks, featuring Bob Pettit, intensified the competition. These matchups were highly anticipated and showcased some of the best talent in the league. The league also witnessed the debut of Wilt Chamberlain, a player whose dominance would redefine the game. Chamberlain's scoring ability and physical prowess made him a force to be reckoned with, and he quickly became one of the most iconic figures in basketball history. In 1959, the NBA introduced the 24-second shot clock. This innovation was a response to the need for a faster and more dynamic game, eliminating the slow, methodical play that had previously dominated. This rule change, designed to speed up the game and reduce stalling tactics, revolutionized basketball. The shot clock forced teams to be more strategic and efficient with their possessions, leading to a more thrilling and engaging experience for fans. Teams now had to shoot within a limited time frame, leading to a faster-paced and more exciting game. The introduction of the shot clock marked a significant turning point in the evolution of the NBA, paving the way for the high-energy, fast-break style of play that we see today. The 1960s saw the NBA face a new challenge, competition from the American Basketball Association, or ABA. The ABA, with its red, white and blue ball and emphasis on offense, lured away some NBA talent. Stars like Julius Dr. J. Irving electrified fans with their high-flying dunks and flamboyant style. The ABA's influence on the NBA was undeniable. The ABA introduced the three-point shot, a rule that would later be adopted by the NBA and change the game forever. The ABA's emphasis on entertainment and marketing also pushed the NBA to evolve. In 1976, the NBA and ABA merged, with 4 ABA teams joining the NBA. This merger brought in stars like Irving, George Gervin and Moses Malone, further enriching the league's talent pool. The ABA's legacy, however, extended beyond individual players. Its influence on style, pace and innovation left an indelible mark on the NBA. The late 1970s and early 1980s were a time of transition for the NBA. The league was struggling to find its footing, grappling with issues that threatened its very existence. The league faced challenges with attendance, television ratings, and the perception of a lack of star power. Empty seats were a common sight, and games were often relegated to late-night television slots far from prime time. However, a new era was about to dawn. The NBA was on the cusp of a transformation that would change the landscape of professional basketball forever. In the 1979 NBA draft, 2 players destined to become legends entered the league: Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Their arrival marked the beginning of a new chapter for the NBA. Johnson, a charismatic point guard with exceptional passing skills, joined the Los Angeles Lakers. His ability to see the court and make plays that others couldn't was nothing short of magical. Bird, a sharpshooting forward known for his intensity and work ethic, landed with the Boston Celtics. His dedication to the game and his fierce competitive spirit quickly made him a fan favorite. The rivalry between Johnson's Lakers and Bird's Celtics revitalized the NBA. Their matchups were not just games, they were epic battles that drew in fans from all over the country. Their contrasting styles and personalities captivated fans. Johnson's infectious smile and flashy play contrasted with Bird's stoic demeanor and relentless drive. Johnson's Showtime Lakers played a fast-paced, exciting brand of basketball. Their up-tempo style and high-flying antics made them a must-watch team. Bird's Celtics, on the other hand, were known for their teamwork, defense, and physical play. They prided themselves on their grit and determination, often outworking their opponents. The Magic-Bird rivalry extended beyond the court. It was a clash of cultures, a battle of ideologies, and a story that resonated with fans on a deeply personal level. It transcended race, captured the national spotlight, and helped to elevate the NBA to new heights of popularity. Their rivalry was a microcosm of the broader societal changes happening in America at the time. Their epic battles in the NBA Finals, with the Lakers and Celtics splitting 8 championships in the 1980s, remain some of the most memorable moments in league history. These games were more than just contests. They were defining moments that shaped the future of the NBA. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird's impact on the NBA cannot be overstated. They not only brought the league back from the brink, but also set the stage for future stars to shine. Their legacy lives on, inspiring new generations of players and fans alike. Today, the NBA is a global phenomenon, and much of its success can be traced back to the rise of Magic and Bird. Their rivalry, their passion, and their excellence on the court laid the foundation for the modern NBA, making it the powerhouse it is today. As we look back on their incredible careers, we are reminded of the power of sports to bring people together, to inspire greatness, and to create lasting memories. The rise of Magic and Bird is a testament to the enduring spirit of competition and the magic of basketball. In 1984, a young guard from the University of North Carolina entered the NBA, Michael Jordan. Jordan's arrival ushered in an era of unprecedented dominance and global popularity for the NBA. With his gravity-defying dunks, competitive fire, and unwavering will to win, Jordan became a global icon. He led the Chicago Bulls to 6 NBA championships, winning 6 NBA Finals MVP awards along the way. Jordan's impact on the game transcended basketball. He became a cultural phenomenon, endorsing products, starring in movies, and inspiring a generation of athletes. The NBA, fueled by Jordan's popularity, experienced explosive growth in the 1990s. The league expanded internationally, with games broadcast in over 200 countries and territories. New stars like Hakeem Olajuwon, Shaquille O'Neal, and David Robinson emerged, adding to the league's global appeal.